Hi students, now here today in this video we are learn a new chapter of class 10 science and the chapter name is control and coordination. Right, this is a very important chapter of class 10 and biology second chapter. Right, first chapter is the life process and the biology part, the second chapter is the control and coordination, and very important chapter, and here most questions are asked. Okay, so let us try to learn this chapter with the perfect notes. Right, here see some points are already written on the board, so here discussion will taken place. Right, so control and coordinations. Let us start this chapter with it, the meaning of the title itself. Right, what is the meaning of control and what is the meaning of coordination? If you understand that title means you easily grasp all the concept which are involved in this chapter, students. Okay, let us without waste of time start this concept here. See, control and coordination, this is about biology branch. Right, it is related to the biology concept. Okay, it is biology and of class 10 science biology, and most of the questions are asked here. So here, what is control and what is coordination? Here, see, control. What is meant by control? A systematic regulation of various activities is called control. Right? So here, what is meant by various activities? The activities not be unknown for us. We are already aware of the activities which are studied in the life process chapter. Right? So nutrition is there, digestion is there, right? Then transportation, respiration, excretion, all these activities, right? All these activities are systematically regulation takes place in systematic manner, they are taken place. Right, this is called what? Control. Right, it is called control. Right, so here systematic regulation of various activities, that is digestion, respiration, nutrition, excretion, all are done regular manner. It is called as control. And what is coordination here? The working together of various organs of the living organisms. Here, the working together. Right, the working together of the various organs. We know that the organs of the human body, brain is the organ, heart is the organ, kidney is the organ, right, lungs are the organ. All the organs, they are work together, not separately. They are work together in a systematic, control and efficient manner. Right, in this way. Right, all the organs of our body. Right, maybe it is heart, maybe it is kidney, anything is there. Right, all are working together. All the organs of the body, they are work together. Right, they work together in a systematic manner, in a controlled manner and efficient manner. Right, in efficient manner. Why? To produce proper response to a various stimuli. Right, so what is the stimuli here? Stimuli, nothing but see here, if I touch any hot material, I feel the hotness, right? I feel the temperature, right? That is what is stimuli. Feeling the hotness, temperature variation, we feel the temperature variation. Right? Cold, right? Cold climate, we feel the cold climate by the skin. Cold is there, heat is there, right? We feel it. We feel the smell is there, right? We feel the smell, then we feel the light, right? Our eye focus, when more focus of light is fall on the eye, our eyes are automatically closed, so they feel the light, right? They detect the light, they detect the darkness, they detect the brightness. That is what stimuli is. Okay, it is nothing but stimuli. And the nose, we detect the smell, right? So the nose will detect the smell, the eyes will detect the light, the tongue will detect the taste, right? Our skin, that detect the touch, okay, that detect the temperature variation. That is nothing but stimuli. Okay, so all together they perform by the organs. Right, if the organs are be in control manner, if the organs are systematic, and if the organs are efficient manner, then what happens? These all stimuli can be controlled by the body. Right, we are aware of the all stimuli. If they are not be controlled by in proper manner, then the stimuli, we cannot be hear the sound, we cannot detect the light, we cannot taste anything. Okay, so if the organs are work in proper manner, right, the working together of the various organs in proper manner, systematic manner, in control manner, in efficient manner, to produce proper response to the stimuli. Okay, to detect the proper light, that is what with help of the systematic system of organs. If the organs are not work together, we not detect the, if I not work in proper way, we not detect the light. If the skin is not work proper way, then we not feel the heat or cold, right? If the tongue is not work in a systematic, proper or controlled way, we cannot taste the food, right? If the nose is cannot be controlled systematic or controlled in efficient manner, then we cannot find the smell, right? Sweet smell, okay, spicy smell. All these, what if we want to make the stimuli response to stimuli, if you want to make the proper response to any stimuli, then what condition? The working together of the organs are very important in systematic manner, in control manner, and in efficient manner, right? So it is here, and this system, right, coordination very important. So how this coordination is done by our body, right? So here see, this is very important for the animals, this is very important for the living organisms, that control and coordination, that is very important for the survival of their life, right? They are very important like food. So how it is being controlled, what type of system is present in the living organisms? So here see, animals have nervous system and a hormones control system. Here see, 2 points is there, one is hormones and one is nervous systems, right? What here, see, stimuli is there to response to the stimuli. The proper response to the stimuli is done by the organs, right? It is done by the organs. How the organs are make the proper response to stimuli, how the organs is able to do a proper response to stimuli, that is with help of nervous systems. That is with help of nervous system. If I touch anything, okay, I touch a board, I say that this board is a hard. How I feel the hardness? Because of the nervous system, right? Okay, this is what, because of the nervous system, right? The organ is there. Organ are proper response to stimuli. Here this is a stimuli, I touching the board is a stimuli, and this board is a hard, so I test at the board and feel the hardness. So what is the proper response to stimuli? It is done by the nervous system. If there is no nervous system, I am unable to, okay, I am not, it is impossible. It is impossible to detect the proper response to stimuli, right? I see the board and say that the color of the board is white. How I detect the color? With help of the organ eye. The organ detect the color, okay, that is proper response to the what is stimuli, right? I see these two pen, I say that it is blue, it is red. How it is possible? It is with help of the organ eye. I can detect this is the stimuli, and organ can detect it is red and it is blue. That is what systematic and efficient way we get the results, right? So this is what the nervous system is there, and another hormone is there. One another control system is hormone is there, right? Here hormone is there. So in the human beings, there are, in the living organisms, okay, in the living organism, there are two types of control coordination system. In the human beings, there are two types of coordination system. One is nervous system, that is handled by the nervous tissue, okay, that is handled by the nervous tissue, okay, that is handled by the nervous tissue, that is located in our skin, our nose, in our tongue, okay, in many ways, okay, they are located in, the position is located in our skin, okay, inside the skin is located, in our nose, inside the nose, in a taste for tongue, in it is tongue, in the tongue for taste, right? So for in ear for sounding. So these are what the nervous system located in this position, which are help to proper response, proper response to this stimuli, okay. Then hormones, these hormones are nothing but chemicals, right? These are chemicals that directly inject to the blood, okay, directly, here not any tissues involved, here directly injected into the blood, okay, into the blood. So these are two systems which will be handle the coordination in animals, and also in plants. In plants there is absence of nervous system. In the plant there is no nervous system, but the coordination in the plant is done by the hormones only, right? So in the animals there are two types of coordination system. One is nervous system, that is handled by nervous tissue, and one is hormone, that is handled by hormone, that is a chemical which are directly injected into the blood, okay. There are two systems in animals. In the plants, the nervous system is absent, totally absent. There is no nervous system in the plants, but there is a control and coordination is done by the hormones in only plants. So in the plants, hormone only can control coordinate the stimuli, but in the animals there are two types, one is nervous system and one is a hormone, and in the plants only hormones. And the best part of this chapter is we study all these points. Okay, we study about nervous system, we study about hormones in animals, and we study about hormones in plants. Okay, so all these three concepts will be one by one. Okay, in next videos, and one by one we are studied about hormones and hormones in animals, hormones in plants, how hormones are work in the animals, how the hormones are work in plants. Okay, which types of hormone, what is the name of the hormones, and what is the function of the hormones. We learn one by one. But here in this video, I can take only one system, that is the nervous system. I only discuss in this video about the nervous system. In the next videos, we are take about hormones in plants and hormones in animal one by one. Okay, but this video is about these two things: one is control and coordination. Hope you understand all these points very. So please note down all these notes in your notebook, and then next I can take the nervous system. Okay, this video is fully on discuss of the nervous system, and in nervous system we discuss about the nervous tissue diagram. Okay, so first take about nervous system, and then come nervous tissue, and then we close this video. Okay, so please note down these all points in your notebook. Right, I come to the nervous system. Now students, take about the nervous systems. Okay, so I write here the function performed by the nervous system. So here three major and main the function which is performed by the nervous system in animals. Okay, and now I study about that. In the animals there are two types of coordination system. One is nervous system and one is a hormone system. So I focus on this only on the nervous system in this video. Right, so nervous system. So here function performed by the nervous systems, that is one by one taken. It regulates voluntary and involuntary movements. See, regulates involuntary and involuntary movements, control reflex actions of the reflex actions of the human body. Right, here one term is there, voluntary and involuntary. What is meant by voluntary and involuntary? See here, voluntary nothing but the moment which are under our control. Right, under control, it is our under control, under control. We can control these involuntary moments. For example, the movement of the hand is controlled by, okay, the walking, right, it is controlled. Right, these are what controlled moments. Right, it is controlled moment, and it is nothing but voluntary moments. Okay, so control movement are the movement of the leg, movement of the hand, walking, running. Okay, all this movement is under our control. Right, this movement of the hand is under my control, and this is nothing but what? Voluntary movements or voluntary actions. Right, so here the regulatory voluntary movements, the movement which are under our control, and involuntary movement which are not under control, not under control, under our control. For example, a heartbeat is there. Right, the beating of the heart, that is not under our control, it is continuously itself it's beating. Okay, then blood pressure is there, that is involuntary, that is not under our control. Then sugar level is there, right, blood pressure level is there, and then respiration is there, respiration is also not under our control. Right, digestion is there, that is not under our control, that is automatically done by the body or organs. Right, it is called involuntary movement, it is not under our control. So the controlled movement and not controlled movement, all these are controlled by the nervous system, that is under the handle of the nervous system, that is work under the nervous system. So nervous system involved in the systematic regulation, systematic control of the voluntary actions, voluntary movements and involuntary movements. Control the reflex action. Reflex action is a response to this stimuli. Okay, if I touch any material, for example, I touch board, so I feel hard. That answer is what? When touch the board, the heart message is now traveled into the body, and then it is transmitted to the brain, and is decoded by the brain, and we tell that it is a heart in shape. That is what reflex action. Okay, the path through which the information can be traveled into the body, that is what reflex action. Right, here I touch the path, here the responses are goes, the stimuli enter the body and this to the brain, and brain can decode that information. That is what the path through which the stimuli can enter into the body and then reach into the brain, and they can get the information. That is reflex action. All these are controlled by the nervous system. Okay, the first function is the regulate the voluntary movements which are under our control, and involuntary movement which are not under our control are controls reflex action of the human body. All the functions of the nervous system. Okay, the movement of the voluntary muscles is a function of the nervous system. Involuntary movement is a function of the nervous system. Okay, the reflex action, the path of moving the stimuli, that also under the nervous system performance. Okay, and function of the property of the nervous system. Second one, information from the environmental through the sense organs such as inner nose, inner ear, nose, tongue, etc. Right? So collection of getting the information from the outer environment. For example, I smell something, sweet smell, okay, tasty smell. Then what happened here? I take the smell from the environmental, I detect the smell from the environmental, I collect that information from the environment and enter into the body, and it is sensed by the nose. Okay, if I taste any cake, I take a cake and I taste the cake is sweet, and that sweet is detected by the tongue. So that is what we take the stimuli from the environment. Okay, we take the stimuli from the environment and then through the sense organs. Okay, sense organs present in our ear. Okay, I crash means I heard the sound, and that is the stimuli which is the sense organ sense that sound through the ear. So ear is a sense organ, tongue is a sense organ. I eat a cake or any biscuit, I feel taste. Okay, sweet, it is bitter, it is sour. That all taste are detected by tongue. It is the tongue is what a sense organ. Right? Here ear is sound. Okay, nose smell detect. It is what a sense organs. So these sense organs are perform their function. They detect the stimuli, they detect the light, that is eye, they detect the smell, that is nose, they detect the taste, that is what the tongue, they detect the sound, that is what ear, that all nothing but what the sense organs. And these sense organs are under the control of nervous system, that is function of the nervous system. The proper working of the ear, the proper working of the nose, the proper working of the tongue, and sense organs, common sense organs, all under the all are the functions of what a nervous system here. For example, are given gustatory receptors. We call it as gustatory receptors. Okay, tasting, right? Tongue taste the, okay, our tongue taste that is nothing but what called as gustatory receptors. So tongue having gustatory receptors, right? And our nose having olfactory receptors. Nose having olfactory receptor that detect the smell. Okay, these are nothing but what some types of receptors are there. Gustatory receptors, they are detect the smell taste, and the olfactory receptors, they detect the smell, and photoreceptors are there present in the eye that detect the light. So like that we have the sense organ, and that sense organs have the receptors. Okay, so sense organ, tongue having receptor, gustatory receptor, and it is smell nothing but nose. So nose having the receptor, that is olfactory receptors that detect the smell. So next third one, it helps us in the thinking, remembering, and reasoning. Okay, we think, we remember something, we reasoning something, think something, intellectual thinking. All these are controlled by the help of the nervous system. So nervous system is very important, and major part of the coordination is depend on the nervous system. So students, these are three very important functions of the nervous system. One, I repeat it again, one is control and regulation of voluntary and involuntary movements, and then we collect the information, stimuli for the environmental through the sense organs. For example, that is through the ear we heard the sound, through the nose we collect the smell, through the tongue we collect the taste. So every sense organ having the receptors. So tongue having receptor, that is called the gustatory receptors, and the nose having receptor called as an olfactory receptors, and our eye having a receptor, that is photoreceptors. Okay, so these are what every sense organ receptors, and that receptors are having some functions, and that helps in the nervous system. And the last point, it helps us in the thinking, remembering, and reasoning process. Okay, so these are what about the nervous system. Nervous system. Okay, and this nervous system is done by the using one tissue, that is what nervous tissue. Okay, nervous tissue, that is we learn now with the diagram, right? So this system is made up of the branches of nervous, the network of the nervous tissue, and this nervous tissue form the networks. They frame the network, and this frame is nothing but what? A nervous system. Okay, the nervous tissue join together, continuous join together, and frame a network, and that network is called as a nervous system itself. Okay, so the nervous system, the unit is what? A nervous tissue, right? We call it as a nervous tissue unit. Okay, so nervous system single unit is what? A nervous tissue. So nervous tissue together they make a nervous system. Now let us draw the diagram of nervous tissue and learn the different parts of a nervous tissue here. Okay, so please note down these things here, then we come to the nervous tissue. Now students, take about the nervous tissue cell or neuron. Okay, here the diagram of a nerve cell or neuron, also called as neuron. See here different parts: dendrites, cell body, that is also cyton and myelin sheath, axon, nucleus, and nerve ending. Okay, so this is what a nerve cell or a neuron, which is joined together form a network of a nervous system. Okay, see here, let learn and understand about the every part of this nerve cell here. So first part I have taken about the cell body. This is cell body, which is also called as a cyton. Okay, see here the broad part of the neuron with a central nucleus. So this is head-like structure. Okay, this head-like structure is called as cell body, and which is centered with a nucleus, and which having a abundant cytoplasm. Okay, they filled with abundant more amount of cytoplasm and various cell organelles except centrioles. Centrioles are not absent here, right? So this is about the cell body. So what is cell body? Cell body is cyton. Okay, having a broad part of the neuron. Okay, it is broad part. It is a large part of the broad part of the neuron with center as a nucleus, with center having nucleus and abundant cytoplasm. And all organelles are present except centrioles. So this was student about the cell body. Right. Next come to the dendrites. Okay. Here we see these hair-like structures here. Okay. Hair-like structures on the cell body, and these dendrites, they are what dendrites. So here the branch process of the cell body. So the cell body form the branches. Right. This cell body having the branches, and these branches are nothing but what? Dendrite, which receive the and transmit the stimuli, right? Which means what? They are attached to the sense organs. Okay, they are attached to they are located in the sense organs. When sense organs have some stimuli, then that stimuli is transported by the dendrites. Okay, here they receive and transmit the stimuli. What maybe is taste, maybe sound, maybe anything is there, or taste or smell. All these are collected by the first it is received by the dendrite, and then it is be and transmitted through the axon, and then the end with help of the dendrite. So what here? Dendrite acquire. Okay, it is acquire the information. Acquired information. I say about that in shortcut. Dendrite acquire the information. Okay, they get the information, right? So that is what dendrite. So in exams they ask which part of the nerve cell is acquired the information, acquired the stimuli. That is what dendrite. So dendrite are acquired the information. They help in the receive. They receive the information and then transmit the information. That is done by the what? Dendrite. So what is dendrite function here? The dendrite function is to acquire the information. To acquire the information, and that information is acquired and then transmitted to the acquire nothing but what? Receive. Okay, so dendrite acquire the information, dendrite receive the information and transmitted to the stimuli to the brain or to the spinal cord. So that is what dendrite, which is branch-like structure on the cell body, right? Axon. What is axon? Axon is a long fiber structure here, long fiber structure, and this is nothing but what? Long part of neuron here. This is a long part of neuron. It is the broad part of neuron cell body, and long part of neuron is the axon. Is a long part of the neuron, and which is covered by the sheet that is called the myelin sheath. Okay, this axon is covered by the myelin sheath. That is covered by the myelin sheath. Okay, the dendrite when acquired information, that information is come into the head, that is cell body, and cell body to the first they travel to the ending, right? The required information reach to the ending, nerve ending, right? Here information is collected and that information is reached to the end through the axon. That is what axon is, but it is act as a bridge between dendrite and the end, right? The bridge between dendrite and the end, it is nothing but what? Axon. So any acquired information, okay, any acquired information can be passed through a neuron through the axon. Okay, that is passed at the, that is reached to the end through the axon. Okay, that through the axon, and that axon is the longest part of the nerve cell, and it is covered by the myelin sheath. You have to remember. Then nerve ending, it is terminates of the neuron. It is ending with terminates. Okay, this is a terminate part of the neuron. Okay, this is terminate part of the neuron, that is ending. Okay, in after ending, we see here diagram. This is the one neuron. Okay, imagine this is one neuron. Okay, this is the dendrite. It's one neuron. Here some gap is there. After gap, another neuron is start here. Another neuron start. Then gap, another neuron. Okay, network is there. So this is one neuron. Here information is acquired, and this info transmitted through the cell body, then to axon, then reach to the dendrite end. Now here gap is there. This gap is called as a synapse. This gap is called as a synapse. And this is what the gap between two neuron is nothing but what? Synapse. Okay, the gap between neuron is nothing but what? Synapse. And this synapse here, see gap is there. Now any information that is acquired with dendrite, it is in form of electrical impulse. Electrical impulse. That is very important. The information acquired by the neuron, it is in the form of electrical impulse. That is what? Electrical impulse. Electrical impulse. Electrical impulse, and that electrical impulse are acquired by the dendrite and then enter into the cell body. Then it is traveled through the axon and reach to the ending. Now at the ending, what happens, student? Here gap is there. So what happened here? These chemical impulses, these electrical impulses is converted into the chemical impulses. Chemical impulses. Here see the dendrite having electrical acquired. Okay, information at the dendrite is in the form of electrical impulses, and that electrical impulses are converted into the chemical impulses at the dendrite end. Okay, at the dendrite end, at the nerve end. Okay, so at the dendrite, the information is in the form of electrical impulses. That electrical impulses, when reach into the end, due to the synapse gap, these electrical impulses are converted into the chemical impulses at the nerve ending. So in this way, what happened? The electrical impulses travel through the neuron, through the axon, and reach to the nerve end. At the nerve end, that electrical impulses are converted into the chemical impulses, and that chemical is flow into the synapse and then converted to the again chemical. When chemical is reached to the dendrite end, again that chemical converted to the electrical impulses, and then again electrical impulses are traveled through the nerve cell and then reach to the nerve end. Again at the nerve end, that electrical impulses converted to the chemical impulses, and that chemical flow into the synapse, and then when these chemical reach to the dendrite of the other neuron, again that chemical converted to the electrical to chemical, right? So here the chemical is converted into the electrical is converted into the chemical impulses at the end of the neuron, and that chemical is passed through the synapse and reach to the other dendrite and again converted to the electrical impulses. Okay, student? So hope you understand these all points. So please note down all these important sequences here, right? So I can remove this one. Right? I can remove this one. So please write down all this information and write on the board. Okay. So another point I see the path through which the sequence here. Sequence. Okay. We learn this sequence. In which sequence the information can be acquired? First dendrite. Okay, students. The first dendrite. Then what? Cell body. Then reach to the cell body. Okay. Electrical impulses. Okay. Electrical impulse to the dendrite, then cell body to the axon, right? To the axon that is covered by the myelin sheet, and the axon is the longest part of the nerve tissue. Then axon to the again what? Nerve end, nerve ending or terminates. That is the here what happened is chemical. Here what happened? Electrical impulse convert into chemical, convert into chemical impulse. So you have to remember this point. Okay, this is what the sequence of flowing of traveling of the acquired knowledge from first come to the dendrite in the form of electrical impulses, and that electrical impulse are reach to the cell body, then reach to the axon and reach to the nerve ending, and electrical impulse at the nerve ending converted into the chemical impulses and then transferred to the synapse. Okay, that is what the gap between the two neurons, right? So here about these things. Okay, please write down these all points here. So I can take 2 questions about this. So please write down here, and with solving 2 questions here we can close this video. Okay, so please these are what the very important informations, right? So pause the video and write down all the points. Okay, I remove this one. I remove these points. Right. So here some questions are there. I can read from the book. See, one question is there. So try to answer. Number one question is look at the figure. Okay, look at the figure and identify the parts of a neuron. Okay, identify the parts of a neuron where information is acquired. Okay, where information is acquired. That is questions from the book where information is acquired. See, look the diagram and answer that where the information is acquired. So what is your answer? Your answer is what? So that is what? Acquired by the dendrite. Simple answer, dendrite. That is the form of electrical impulse. That is additional information, electrical impulse. You have to remember that one, right? The information acquired at the dendrite in the form of electrical impulses, right? So it is one question, and another question is there here. Second one, that is Roman 2. Through which information travels as an electrical impulse. So impulse. See here, through which information travels as electrical impulse. So here information collected, through which the information traveled, that is through what? Axon. Answer is what, students? That is axon. That is axon. Simple one. So what is axon? Axon is the longest part, okay, that is covered by the myelin sheet, in which the information can be traveled through in the electrical, okay, from the dendrite. The information in the form of electrical impulses traveled through from the dendrite to the axon. Okay, what? Here answer is axon. Through which information travels as an electrical impulse, that is what? Axon. So the last question is, okay, last question, where this means this chemical impulse, this impulse must be converted into a chemical signal. So answer is chemical signal. That is what your answer is. What your answer is? Very good. That is what the nerve ending, right? Nerve ending. So here, students, there is very simple discussion here. So what we discuss here? So we solve the 3 top questions here. So one question is where the information acquired, that is dendrite, and through which information travels in electric pulse, that is what? Axon. So I can say this acquired knowledge is reached to the and through the axon. So here that is axon, and where the impulse must convert into chemical. Here electrical at the dendrite electrical, where it convert to chemical means it is at the nerve ending, because of the gap is there. That is what? Through chemical it can be traveled to next dendrite. Okay, the electrical impulses convert it into the chemical impulses, and through the synapse they reach to the another dendrite, and at another dendrite that chemical is again converted to the electrical. Okay, so at the dendrite they require electrical, nerve, and if they pass means you have to chemical, or they require chemical. Okay, that is what a very important working and the function of a nerve tissue. Okay, that is called a neuron or a nerve shell. Here we see the sequence and we see about the what is cell body, what is dendrite, everything we are learned. Then lastly we saw these information, also the sequence. First is the sequence dendrite. The dendrite acquired the information, that information reach to the axon and then flow through the axon, so reach at the cell body, that is, and then reach to the axon to the end, at the end convert to chemical, then they are travel through the gap synapse and reach to the another dendrite and then convert it again chemical, electrical. Okay, this is what all about dendrite, shell body, axon, and nerve ending. Nerve electrical impulses converted to the chemical impulses at the nerve ending. Here question is there where this information must be converted into the chemical means it is the nerve ending. So student, these are what a very important discussion about the initial introduction or discussion about the control and coordination. So here in this video we are finished about control coordination meaning, then about nervous system, and then nerve, shell, and or neuron diagram, their structure and their function. Okay student, so hope you understand this class and this video. So write down all the information, then meet in the next video and with the next important concept. So thank you for watching this video.